detailer. Now that it's kind of warm, let's change this motor oil. That's what it says. Wow, it's actually got good oil in it. I was skeptical if that was the drain plug or not, but looks like it was. Now it has a 20 on here, but I don't have any 20 weight oil. I only have 30. That'll be good enough.
Ever since the day that you went away.
Now the deal is to reinstall everything that I took apart. That won't be too tricky, I hope. See, I deal with a lot of projects, and usually all at once. So sometimes it's not surprising when I don't remember exactly how things go back together. Luckily, when stuff is built like this, the engineers, how this thing is manufactured, how this thing pieces together basically. It's just a big puzzle. Everything's just a big puzzle. Luckily, for some reason, I have a good mind, and it, fortunately, is good with puzzles. It wasn't much good for math or science or anything else in school, but that was probably because I would talk to Jake about dirt biking and four-wheeling. So, kids, getting good grades is very important. Thank God my dinner's done. I have to eat before I go ahead and take out the Motron for its first spin. Plus, the oil's still draining, and I'm not done putting this thing back together. That's one lesson that if I had an older brother, I would have really appreciated. I would have appreciated if somebody said, hey, knock off the bullcrap talk, focus on school, focus on what the teacher is actually saying and what they're actually teaching, and then when you're done with school, come home and do whatever you want. Just make sure to get your homework done, because grades are very important. Now, the school system, in my opinion, is a little screwed up because everything is grades. And some people have to put in different effort to get different grades, and some people have to put in no effort to get excellent grades. But that's something that's difficult to actually adjust. But what I do know is when you get good grades, colleges notice. They give you money off your tuition. They cut you a break. Not only that, but some colleges actually allow you to go there for free. Okay, that's all I can put together right now. I have to go eat. I had Italian sausage. It was excellent.
Save the neck for me, Clark. Okay, Eddie.
Spark plug wire is actually supposed to go on the opposite side, but I can't run it like that because I had to cut it. It's supposed to go right here. I'm really excited to take this thing out for its first test spin. I won't need my motorcycle, maybe. I might not need my motorcycle anymore. I mean, you can't blame me. This thing's an absolute chick magnet. There we go. Not only am I excited to drive it, but my girlfriend probably wants to ride it. Who am I kidding? She specifically told me, Dalton, I want to ride that thing. I understand why, because there's no clutch or anything. All she's got to do is, well, basically pull this in when she wants the engine engaged. Just about the easiest clutch in the book. This thing isn't even going to work. Oh, that's stupid. I don't even know how much is supposed to go in there. I don't want to burn it up, but at the same time, I don't want to not have enough in there. That's all I'm putting in there. Probably the world's most messy oil change ever. Okay, let's go take this thing out. Maybe I should look up the rules for these things. Mopeds and scooters follow the same requirements as a New York motorcycle license. They require full registration, and the driver must have a valid 1 class or MMJ driver's license. Full registration. It says Class A reaches top speeds between 30 and 40 miles an hour, requires a Class M or Class MJ license, and can operate in any traffic lane. Class B reaches top speeds between 20 and 30 miles an hour, requires any class license, and can only operate in either right-hand lane or among the shoulder. Class C, top speeds of 20 miles an hour or less, requires any license and can only operate in either the right lane or along the shoulder. Okay. It says a completed vehicle registration / title application form needs to be, that's what you need. Proof of ownership, either a manufacturer certificate of origin, comma, a bill of sale. In the state of New York, valid insurance is required. This thing sounds like it's just as bad as my motorcycle. It needs insurance, registration. You need to be licensed and you need to wear a helmet. That thing. Now what am I gonna do with this thing? It does have pedals though. We can make something work. Do we have air? Nope. Do we have gas? I mean, why would we need gas? Nope, don't have gas. 2 for 2, we're striking out. Here's the plan. I am going to pedal it, and that's it. I don't want to get in trouble with this thing. That'd be very stupid. But at the same time, I totally want to ride this thing around. So what does that mean? I'm totally going to ride this thing around. This thing's actually pretty fast. It like smokes super awesomely. It's hard to do with one hand. I got it running, but now what honestly do I do with it? Just call me super legal moped dude. I like the fact that I mentioned on my first video the shock was the only thing that I saw that was wrong with it because it was unbolted, and then that was the only thing I hadn't fixed. So I finally bolted that down. I bolted it down there. Now we'll go ahead and take this thing out for a spin using the GoPro. That gas system works pretty good. Up, and I'm staying on the sidewalk because I don't want any cops I don't want any cop attention. Okay, the engine should be warm enough to go up this hill. It's not liking it. It did not like that at all. It doesn't like to stay running though. It does smoke like a son of a gun. I threw some more oil in the gas so that, you know, it's an older machine. I think a little extra lubrication would be good for it. So now she's smoking, but I like it. I don't think it's enough oil to make it so it doesn't run, but I do like that I see that it's getting lubricated out of the exhaust. Here, I'll start it up on the kickstand. Oh, it doesn't smoke that much. It doesn't smoke that much when it's not under load. Under load, she smokes. What do you mean? And the cool thing is, it's like a bicycle. I can coast down, and then I can ride back up. That's amazing. I wish I had one of these when I was a kid. Okay, it did a good job going down the hill. Let's see if it can go up the hill. Come on, pussy!
You went away. Ever since the day that you went
Come on! She's doing it! She did it! Yeah! Sweet, it did it! I didn't like it, but it did it! See, it doesn't stay running. It does, however, kick some major butt. We totally need to ride tandem with somebody. Put Jake the toilet snake on the back. I dig it. I definitely dig it.